everybody.
Hi, everybody. If
Hi, what
anybody's
you
out there,
doing?
we just testing out the uh, Rumble Studio. Apparently, we got one person watching on Rumble. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you see the counter at the top
Mm-hmm.
right hand corner.
Mm-hmm. And if I click those buttons, it actually takes me to that destination.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm. Because I accidentally found that out when I clicked on the Rumble icon and opened up a tab and took me into Rumble. It's like,
Huh.
yeah.
Let me see. Go to my channel, test stream, open that up, see what it looks like over there. Yeah. It says Rumble Studio up in the top left on the YouTube. Oh, it shows the counter on the live stream too.
Mm.
I'm looking over on YouTube and it has showing the actual counter. Showing 2 on Rumble. So
It
yeah,
does.
I wonder what that. Let's see what that looks like. There's a
See.
little bit of a delay, so I'm waiting to see when the camera shuts off.
1, 2, 3.
Wow,
I
it's
I
really
waved at
delayed.
the camera, so let's see how long it takes.
Yeah, it's taking a while. There, mine just shut off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got a little bit of a delay between us being live and
It's anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds behind. That's
yeah,
quite a ways.
yeah.
Cool. So let's do this.
Wonder what it looks like.
Okay. I did a chat over on the YouTube screen. Let's see if that shows up over here. Yep.
Yep, there it goes.
There's that one. So
That's not as delayed as what the actual feed is. But we can't chat with them. Yeah, there's the one from Rumble.
that was quick.
Yeah,
Okay, how about X? Let's go over to the X.
there's Moo on the
Hey,
YouTube side.
Unloaded Media test stream. Wow.
Yeah.
My golly. Okay.
So let's see what happens if I do that. Yeah, see that works. Okay,
What'd you do? Oh,
I pinned your comment. I mean, I am pinned.
I commented over on X. It hasn't showed up yet. No.
Nope, that's barbecue.
Barbecue and Moo.
Yeah, see, there's Moo. See,
Still don't see my chat over from X.
what is this? We are testing the Rumble Studio.
And I'm on the screen all by myself.
Yeah.
Because
Turn your camera off.
Turn my camera off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it looks like if we turn our cameras off.
Well, I
Okay,
can
so
see
you
your icon.
Yeah, do not see. I'm on the wrong channel.
Ooh, Calaveras is out there on Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah. So to chat, we have to have the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So can't see the participants if we turn off our cameras. Interesting.
Why did my message from X never show up? That's weird. I can see it over on the X screen. Oh, maybe it. Oh, live viewer count is not available for X. Okay. Probably can't handle seeing the chats from over there either.
Yeah. It's showing 7 people on Rumble, 3 on YouTube.
Well, let's
6
see.
on Rumble now.
I'm over here on X and I'm seeing says 2 views, so somebody's out there besides me.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal, barbecue. Testing at the Rumble studio because StreamYard is wanting way too much goddamn money now.
Yeah, I got the email from them today,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that they said congratulations, you've been upgraded to the core plan.
Uh-huh.
Annual cost $391.88.
Yeah,
Which I'm currently paying $200, so it's
yeah,
almost double.
yeah. I was paying $25 a month because I was paying it monthly. It's going up to $45 a month if you're on the monthly plan. I was like, no.
The only good thing about it is I'm paid on StreamYard till July. Krabby Turtle's out there on Rumble. Abby's out there on YouTube.
Yeah,
Krabby's on both places. Oh, okay.
yeah. Abby's asking if Twitter's the same as YouTube. Yeah, it's similar. Yet
What is yours? I don't.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if I got the underscore in there or not.
Let's see.
Let me go over to X and I'll
Unloaded underscore media. Okay.
Is it that? Okay. I think it's at without the underscore, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's Unloaded Media and then at Unloaded Media without an underscore or a space between Unloaded and
Well,
Media.
that would be your personal.
I'm talking about on Twitter.
Oh.
She asks to Twitter.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad. Rumble has better icons. Oh, wow. Look at his. Over there in the chat, look at his Rumble icon there. Oh.
You do what?
Look at what Krabby's posting out there in the chat. He's got animated GIFs, man.
Yeah.
Can't do that on YouTube.
No.
Yeah. Rumble's more fun. I just wish everybody was over there.
Yeah. Pickle says, damn, 400 a year is crazy for such a small platform. Yeah.
I think, my Gizzard Gary account on Rumble has all of 50 followers. It's kind of hard to do a live stream when you only have 50 people. But at the rate social media seems to be kicking us off platforms, we may all be on Rumble pretty soon.
Uh-huh.
Seeing as Linktree decided to kick me off their platform today because I posted a link to a dangerous site that sells little, sights that slide on a pistol. That's illegal goods or services, according to Linktree.
Krabby says he still can't update his username over on Rumble. Huh.
Yeah, it's tough.
And we get what you're talking about, Pickle. Here. Now Moo's over on Rumble. They're playing with the
everybody's
emojis.
rumbling. Yeah, that's the only thing I could say is if you have a crawl, it just creeps across the screen. So.
Well, like I said before we went live, it gives the audience a chance to actually read it.
I don't think a lot of people use Rumble Studio, so I think, as people get on there, if they start using it and they give them some feedback, they could probably fix stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could chat. I mean, we can see the conversations. We just can't type back on the Rumble platform. It'd be
Yeah,
nice if
not
we
in
had
this
that ability.
screen. No, you'd have to have a second screen open, which is kind of inconvenient.
Yeah, pop out the chats. It'd be nice if, like on StreamYard, we could just type right back on here.
I
Everybody's
can't
switching over to Rumble.
I can't. Well, Rumble's more fun. I mean, we could do stuff on here that would probably get you banned on YouTube, but
Oh yeah.
oh, screw the Biden administration. Did I say that?
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rich will be booted off YouTube for that.
Oh well.
It's real easy to do. All you got to do is shut off the YouTube stream, and we could do all kinds of stuff on it.
Uh-huh. Well, hell, everybody's switching over to Rumble, it seems like, anyway.
I don't know if this is like StreamYard where you can shut the individual streams off
I don't know.
or not. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just curious. Like I say, you're playing with this way more than I ever have. So,
Well, I got to find a new alternative to StreamYard. I figured, give it a try, see how it works. Seems like it's working okay.
oh, what in the world? Clover did what?
Yeah, Barbecue saying a speed adjustment to be able to adjust the speed of the would be nice. Yeah, it would. It would.
Oh, Clover just started up a chat on X. Okay.
I don't know what that does. Currently streaming to Rumble, YouTube, and X. Okay. Update stream. What's that do? Nothing. Oh, I could switch it to Rumble only.
It's your stream, not mine, dude.
No, I'm just saying that if you up at the top, I don't know if you see where the two lines cross, the two arrows.
No.
Okay. Well, if you click on that, you can switch from all platforms to Rumble only.
I'm just a participant. But that would be cool if you wanted to do a stream and say, like for the first hour. I know E Honda used to do this for a while, where for the first hour of his stream, he'd be on Rumble, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And then he'd say, if you want to keep watching after this, I'm going to shut down the YouTube side. You'll have to come to Rumble to continue watching. That's probably how he did that.
Hey, looky, I just started another.
Oh, what did Calaveras do?
I don't know.
Oh, no. So I managed to get myself in hot water with my city government by sharing a newspaper article that tied one of them to suspicious activities. Oh, cool. I knew you could do the chat on screen thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It went away.
That's because I switched the theme. I have two different themes set up.
Oh, themes. How cool.
Yeah. See? I can put it back up there again.
See, I would, because I don't think Rumble saves the online chat during a stream by default. In fact, I know it doesn't. So if you replay a live stream in Rumble, it doesn't like it does in YouTube where you can see all the text chat. But if you had it on screen like this, then it would.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I ended up with a city official pounding on my door after hours.
That's why you need to get out of California, man.
Attaboy. Attaboy, ruffle some feathers.
Yeah. Krabby says he can't leave a message on X because he's not a premium sub.
Wow.
Huh.
I didn't realize you had to be a premium. I knew you had to be a premium to do a live stream on X now, but I didn't realize you couldn't even chat on one. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, isn't it?
Justin Grimm's out there on YouTube. Wow. All the
Yeah,
cool kids are here, man.
I know, right?
8 on Rumble, 3 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh.
Barbecue said, I'm going to switch to Rumble and they're going to get all Diddy up in here. No, I ain't got no baby oil. Especially not 1,000, what was it, 1,000 gallons of baby oil or some shit like that.
You get 6 views over on X. That doesn't mean you have 6 concurrent viewers.
Right.
For some reason, their interface with Rumble Studio is not as good. Evidently, StreamYard has brokered some deal with X to where they're getting metadata off the stream over to them, or vice versa.
Pickle says, cool kids, are you telling me to leave? No, we'll allow you. We'll make an exception.
Now, a lot of people have been messing with Streamlabs. Streamlabs Live Studio.
Yeah.
They have a paid version and a free version.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of other ones out there. Restream.
Yeah, I was looking at Restream. It's like 16 if you pay for the whole year, 19 if you pay on a monthly basis for their next tier up from the free.
I do know that on Streamlabs, their Talk Studio, the most expensive plan they have is cheaper than what I was paying on StreamYard, and allows you to do more stuff. So,
hey, Barbecue, you're the one that brought up Diddy, so don't go there. That was all you're doing.
yeah, I didn't go with the Diddy stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know, but
Oh, I know about it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just more pathetic crap in this country full of pathetic people.
Yeah.
Including the government. Hate to say it.
Yeah, it seems to work.
I'm starting to more and more have to agree with Abby. Stack them up.
They put him on suicide watch, Pickle. So what's nice about that being on the screen too is like if you're watching on Rumble and we're talking to somebody on YouTube, you now aren't going to be in the dark about who the hell we're talking to and what. We don't have to specify which stream the person's on like you used to.
Yeah, I know Guns and Barbecue. It's scary. Yeah. Justin's following you on Rumble. Well, you should. Pretty sure I'm following him on Rumble. Yep.
Yeah. I think Barbecue lives in a permanent gutter. What do you think? At least his brain.
Barbecue? Oh no, that's just him normally.
And that's what I mean. His
Yeah.
brain's permanently in the gutter.
For him though, it's not a gutter. It's just John. Just looking at Abby's comment.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a good one.
Whoops.
What did you do?
I dropped my knife.
Was it open?
No, it wasn't open.
Yeah.
Now, this thing, if it was open, that could be dangerous. I haven't done the video yet, but I'll give you folks out there, since you jumped on and we're watching right now, a sneak peek.
Oh my gosh, he's got a knife.
Yeah. So, yeah, there'll be a video on this coming up at some point this week. So. Barbecue says he just chooses to twist my words for his amusement. I figured it was probably something like that.
It's working.
He's got to find some way to amuse himself, I suppose.
That's true. So I'm trying to see, those are in your thumbnail that's on the screen. Those are all 22 casings, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks it.
Yeah, they don't have primers, so
Yeah.
those are all rimfire.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's not even dangerous. Because from what I hear, 22 can't possibly hurt anybody. So
yeah. Well, Tardot's the one who put that picture together. That was the original channel logo back when him and Gunpowder were always on.
yeah, before you went all fancy
Mm-hmm.
with the one that's up in the corner.
Oh, my daughter made that one.
That's the new improved unloaded media avatar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the fancy schmancy font.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. 9mm will blow your lungs out.
Uh-huh.
Well, from what I've read, 223.556 will turn your entire body inside out and blow a hole in you as big as a bowling ball. That's what they say.
Uh-huh. Abby says 22 long rifle is lethal, not effective. Tell that to the mob.
I was gonna say.
Their favorite assassination round is 22. And ER doctors will tell you it's the worst round to have to deal with.
Shot placement is everything with 22 LR.
The reason why ER doctors and whatnot hate 22 long rifle, it gets into your rib cage and it'll ricochet around in there, and they'll have multiple wounds that they have internally that they have to deal with. And they'll think they'll have somebody who was shot with a 22 all patched up, but their blood pressure and stuff will continue dropping, and they have to go back in because there was another spot that was bleeding that they didn't catch at first because of how the 22 ricochets inside your rib cage. Is it going to drop somebody straight away if they get shot in the chest and it's not a heart shot? Probably not, but
did you see that Taurus has
damage.
A new 22 out?
No.
It's basically an updated version of the PT-22.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
With the tip-up barrel.
Yeah, I thought there was another one that they came out with.
Well, it's brand new, just came out this last week, but it's updated, supposedly with a lot better trigger, which anything would have been a better trigger than the PT-22 had on it. I know, I own one.
I do not. The only Taurus I have currently is the G2C, and right now it's in the possession of my oldest daughter. So
But with the MSRP they've got on it, and I kind of commented this in their video, it's like, really, for $10 or $20 more, I can get the TX22, which is a heck of a lot more gun for the money.
Pickle said maybe somebody should make a 22 millimeter round for a revolver. That would be an awful big goddamn revolver.
Uh, there are 22 revolvers.
He said 22 millimeter, not 22 long
22
rifle.
millimeter. Oh, for God's sake! Yeah,
That would be bigger than Hellboy's revolver.
yeah, it'd be a good size round.
Uh huh.
I'm saying if you want 22 on steroids, just get 22 WMR. Throw the Magnum at him, baby.
Abby says if it has enough energy to bounce around, it has enough energy to exit the body. That's the problem. Once it gets inside your rib cage, it doesn't have the force to break the ribs to exit. It would have to go between a rib, but if it bounces off of the rib cage, it just ricochets in there.
And believe it or not, there are ballistic 22 rounds out there.
Yeah, passing through soft tissue is not the same as hitting bone.
I got news for you. If you shoot somebody with 223, it's definitely going to exit the body.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you shoot them with. There are 223 hollow points that will expand. Who? This is Krabby, man. It's the second Taurus you had to send in for repair, man. He said he owns a PT-22 as well. His has been flawless and fun. Recently, he had to send it back because he broke the mag disconnect.
That's what you get for shooting it too much. Let me try something here. See if this works. I'm trying to share a screen. Does it show you anything?
Not as yet.
Huh. It says sharing the screen to Rumble Studio.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Must have a button somewhere where you have to allow it like StreamYard does.
I don't know. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Me either.
I don't know.
I'm not in charge of this. You are.
Well, I'm trying. See. There we
There
go.
it is.
I had to hit the presentation button at the top.
See, it's a little different. They've updated the grip and just about all that is polymer except for, I believe, the barrel and probably the pins and the mags, but everything they could put in there. Look at that MSRP.
The trigger guard on that thing's almost longer than the slide.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get your finger in front of that trigger guard, man. That could be bad.
Our Ron 2A Matters out there now. He says he loves his Taurus GX4.
So let's see. The first rule of gunfighting: have a gun.
Yeah, really? I would never have known.
That's how you're advertising this. I see. So you've got an overall length of 5 inches. Let's see, your weight. Does it have a weight? Overall weight, 10 ounces unloaded. Okay.
So the barrel's almost 3 inches or 2.5 inches.
2.5-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, the frame is polymer, the slide is stainless steel, the barrel is stainless steel. Okay. Let's see, 9-round magazine, plus 1, of course, in the tip-up barrel.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting, but I'm not paying anywhere near that MSRP for one.
No.
Because like I say, if you look up the TX22, the MSRP on the base model, that's only $349. So it's like for $10 or $15 more, you can have a target pistol. This, you ain't going to take this any range target pistol. This is purely a pocket rocket.
Yeah, that's a belly gun.
And I own the PT22, and it's the same weight, if not the same size and same weight, if not a little more than my what the hell was it? The TCP, which was 380.
Right.
So you're really not saving a lot by carrying this. Recoil, yeah, it's nothing. But the PT22, at least mine, I own 2 of them. They were both Jam-O-Matics. Now, Krabby said his ran fine, so your mileage may vary.
Now, that gun in 22 Magnum might be interesting.
Probably blow it apart. You notice they don't even make the TX22 in a Magnum. I wish.
Yeah. A little pocket gun like that in 22 Magnum could be interesting.
The always gun is better than the I don't have it gun, according to the gun guy. Gun Guy TV. Joel Persinger. Is that who you're talking about? I like him, if that's who you're talking about.
I mean, let's be honest, a 22 long rifle pistol is going to be better than a pointy stick.
Have you ever tried carrying a pointy stick? You poke yourself in the leg with it, so even that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And if you don't aim the pointy stick, you could still miss.
Technically, this is a pointy stick. It's a metal stick, but it's still a stick.
Justin got his package. Cool. You're welcome. He is a Californian, down around the San Diego area, if I'm not mistaken.
Where's the pup? I don't know where she's at. She's here somewhere.
I don't have a pup.
Yeah, she's probably sleeping somewhere.
I have a cat, and he's sleeping.
Where you at? Come here. Come here.
Wake up the poor doggy just to show it on screen.
Oh, she came over wagging her tail. She's getting bigger.
Her name?
Huh?
Heard her name.
Yeah.
DM Foss is out there. Yeah. Yeah,
Francis
unless you break
Prince.
the stick.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why you said almost.
Mm-hmm. Don't bite. No biting.
I'm just playing, Daddy. Ain't quite big enough to take your nose off like Snob's dog did.
No. She got sharp little teeth, man. And
Just
she thinks she's a cat.
wait till dog's about 30, 40 pounds up on your lap.
She ain't gonna be that big. She's almost full grown now. She's just a Chihuahua Jack Russell mix. She can get super huge.
Nothing like mixing two temperamental breeds of dog together.
Say, I'm a chill little puppy.
Who's going to shot? I'm signed up.
Yawning, showing them teeth off, huh?
As far as I know, most of the usual suspects are going to shop.
I am not.
Clover, Ghost, all them are signed up. The hens. Only thing I don't have is a plane ticket.
You and Snob could drive out again.
Snob's taking
Ow.
the missus with him, I believe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Three's a crowd when the missus is in the vehicle. I don't play that game.
Look there. Look there. That's you. She's like, I don't care.
I think they're wanting to stop and sightsee along the way, like maybe do a Grand Canyon trip. Which, if she hasn't been, if you've never been to the Grand Canyon, it's worth it to stop and look at. There's a lot to see on the way out there. But I've made that trip twice.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to take the northern route, go through Colorado, but you can't really do that in the dead of winter. It's not advisable.
Yeah, that would be a little on the cold side.
Of course, it's a little scary traveling across country. I went out there to Knoxville back in August, and then what was it? Just a few weeks afterwards, the interstate I had been on washed out.
Yeah, we were on that interstate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I remember that curve.
One of the bridges we crossed is no longer in commission right now because of the hurricane.
Yeah, it's scary the amount of people they say now are missing in North Carolina. It's like in the hundreds.
Yeah. Friend Amy was telling me one of the bridges we crossed that's down near the Virginia-Tennessee border washed out. I guess it was on 80. I guess on 81.
So did the storms make it up your way any?
We've had rain before the storm even landed in Florida.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's hard to tell. It's just been solid rain here for the last week and a half.
I hope you don't get washed out.
We had that flood warning last night, right towards the end of Ron Wayne's show.
Man, be careful with them things. There's a lot of people in the Carolinas that didn't heed those flood warnings and probably wish they had. Well,
Yeah.
Carolinas, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of bad things in Tennessee too.
Pickle says Vegas is only 9 hours from him. It's a bit longer from here.
Yeah. It's just about a full day drive for me. No, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Justin says he's getting a blue heeler beagle mix.
Hurricanes that made history. Cool. New video from the History Guy.
Ah,
One of my favorite channels.
yeah. It's a good channel. I think Abby's going through every Nordic name for a dog she can come up with.
I haven't seen Bjorn yet or anything like that. For some reason, I got off on some documentary the other day on ABBA. I didn't realize they're all still alive. They're in their 70s now. It's like,
Mhm.
wow. Now,
Yeah.
Galveston has a problem where they're on an island off the coast of Texas, and there's kind of back waves when they get high winds like that. They get battered from both directions.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But that hurricane back then just about wiped them off the map.
Yeah, they actually had to go in afterwards and raise the entire city up. What was it, 8 feet? 10
Yeah.
feet? Something like that. They actually jacked buildings up off the
Mhm.
ground and put backfill underneath them. They did that one by one until they had lifted the entire city up 10 feet. And then
Mhm.
built a seawall around. And so far it's held. Again, I watched that on the History Guy.
Yeah.
See, some people go to school and learn history. Other people just sit and watch YouTube videos and learn it that way.
Mhm.
We get the Cliff Notes version.
And there's some people that do both.
Well, you go watch videos like this, and then you probably post comments about the inaccuracies. And for the most part, he does his research. So
Yeah, he does a good job. I think the funniest one was the chicken craze back in the Victorian era.
oh yeah.
All those crazy ass chickens people were raising.
Oh, I watched a video on the history of mustard. That was interesting.
Yeah, I watched that one. I
The
was telling
history.
Amy about all these different mustards. She's like, "Why are you telling me the history of mustard?" Oh, let's watch a video on it.
It's like, well, I've never seen that before.
I did have. I honestly did have to correct him though on the one he did on the Allegheny Arsenal explosion
Mm-hmm.
because he was pronouncing the river names wrong. I forget how he was pronouncing. He was the Monongahela River, but he was pronouncing it all wrong. And he was pronouncing the abbreviation wrong too.
Yeah,
But
I've
yeah, I know
watched.
exactly where the Allegheny Arsenal used to be. They built a middle school where that is Arsenal Middle School. That was my middle school's rivals, and for sports teams and stuff. It's on in the lower section of Lawrenceville neighborhood of Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know exactly where it is, where that was. The cemetery is right above the middle school where they buried all the girls that were killed in the explosion. Used to walk by that cemetery all the time. And there's a memorial in the cemetery for all the bodies that they weren't able to recover because there was nothing left of them.
There's two of me up there in the chat. Yeah, one's on Rumble and one's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to step away for about a minute and 15 seconds. So
Okay.
right back.
At the Allegheny Arsenal explosion, it was arms manufacturing, or ammo specifically, for the Union during the Civil War. And they were getting a delivery. I think it was food delivery. And apparently somehow some powder got outside. And when the guy was making his delivery, he put the brakes on the cart, and it sparked and set off that powder, and the whole place just went up. And it was a bunch of teenage girls and possibly younger that were working in the factory manufacturing the ammunition, and the vast majority of them were killed. And they had dormitories where the girls lived, and the dormitory just went up like a pile of matches. Just about everybody who worked in the facility was either killed or missing after the explosion and resulting fires. Complete and total freak accident. If you want more information, they said watch that. You can watch that on the History Guys channel at one of the two links that Gary put out there for it. I mean, they're both for YouTube, but he put the link on Rumble and on YouTube. So that's just one of many interesting videos he has.
Me?
Out there. No, not you. History Guy.
Oh, yeah. Cool. What was it? I watched something on the History Guy the other day about George Armstrong Custer's brother, who was evidently highly decorated, Medal of Honor, all Presidential Medal of Honor, all this stuff, but history pretty much forgot about him because of his brother.
Well, his brother was a dumbass.
Otherwise, you know, the good
History.
brother would have been known as one of the greatest soldiers of all time, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but his brother George had to be an idiot.
mhm.
Like, Pickles starting out Port Chicago in World War II, which wasn't Chicago, Illinois. That's that was a naval station in Gulf of the Bay, San Francisco Bay. But yeah, he's right. There was a massive explosion there that destroyed a lot of ships and whatnot. Yeah, Custer was there. Yeah, George Armstrong Custer was arrogant. He was a glory hound and got a lot of people killed. His biggest mistake was probably leaving his Gatling guns behind. That would have evened the firepower out a little bit more between them and the Lakota that they were going after.
If he'd have just waited a few years, he could have nuked them.
I think it would have been more than just a few.
I don't know if I watched Wild Wild West, and they had stuff that normal people didn't know they had, but
Yeah,
they had weapons. Really cool stuff.
yeah. Steampunk James Bond in the West,
Mm-hmm.
which is exactly what it was. It's exactly what they were going
It's
for.
exactly what it was. Yeah, but it's hilarious.
Uh-huh. Yeah, trying to capitalize on the popularity of westerns and the James Bond franchise.
All these young people probably never ever saw that show. Too bad.
They may have in syndication. I mean, I didn't see it first run. I saw it in syndication.
We had good entertainment back in the 60s and 70s, man. Let's be real, we had F Troop, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's an accurate depiction of Indians.
Oh yeah, F Troop was funny as hell. Now, Pickle says he heard part of the reason for leaving behind the Gatling gun was because it was more than one, by the way, more than one Gatling gun. It was because the weight of the gun slowed them down. Yeah, but they took cannon, and cannon weighed more than the Gatling gun. They had a squad of cannon, so they could have took the Gatling guns too. I mean, but yeah,
It is
Justin.
balloon.
Justin said Custer needed a scouting party. Yeah, he should have sent a scouting party.
They should have waited for his reinforcements to arrive
Yeah,
before
that
he
too.
attacked, too.
Yeah. But again, he was a glory hound and he was trying to get there first for whatever reason. There's some speculation that him and the commander of the reinforcing party didn't like each other. So he didn't want that guy to get any credit. And that's just one of the theories. Oh no, I'm not arguing with you, Pickle. I know that's one of the reasons that they think was why he left the Gatling gun, but the fact that he took the cannon just dispels kind of that notion if you really think about it, because the cannon weighed more. The cannon were going to slow him down more than what the Gatling gun would have. So I never bought into the whole notion that he left the Gatling guns behind because of weight.
Hey, Buck's out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what else we got to talk about? We've been going for almost an hour already.
Well, my baseball team's in the postseason. Is yours?
Uh,
Oh, that's right. You root for the Pirates.
I don't root now. I really don't pay attention to baseball that much anymore.
We lost over 100 games last year. Only the second team in history to lose 100 games, come back the next season, and make the postseason.
Yeah.
We got to go up against Baltimore. Should be fun.
Yeah. You know, Pico says he agrees about the cannon slowing them. Probably also didn't trust the new tech. A lot of old military men didn't trust it. Yeah, no kidding. We got these here repeating rifles. No, we're not going to use them. We're going to keep using the single shot because if we don't, the troopers are going to shoot too many rounds. Yeah, let's not give them the tactical advantage. That's handcuff them to single round rifles. That was always a brilliant decision. That probably also got Custer and his men killed too.
No more Oakland A's. That's right. They are no longer in Oakland. In fact, they're going to do a couple seasons in Sacramento, I understand, before moving
They
to
moved.
Las Vegas
Yeah, that's what I say. They're moving to Vegas, aren't they? Yeah.
eventually. I
Well,
didn't
you know what?
realize there's a place in Sacramento for them to play.
Probably is. But yeah, I mean, considering
That's up
how
to Major League standards.
considering how bad of a shithole, for lack of a better term, Oakland is now. I mean, don't blame them for getting the hell out of there.
Pickle says 3 seasons in Sacramento. Well, considering the A's fan base, they'll probably all fit in there. That's what they get for moving out of Kansas City.
Oh, hell, weren't they in Philadelphia originally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Pickle says the Sacramento park that the A's are going to play in is where the Giants farm team plays.
Cool.
Maybe the A's could play the farm team and lose to the Giants just like they did in the World Series.
Wow.
And maybe an earthquake won't hit this time either. You remember that, right? When the earthquake hit during the middle of the World Series?
I'm still sore about losing to the Giants in the 2014 World Series. 1 game away. Dang it. If not for Madison Bumgarner.
Pickle says the ballpark's 45 minutes from him. Said it twice.
So you could go see Major League Baseball. There you go. I
Yeah.
can't afford to go see Major League Baseball.
No, it costs too damn much. Football games ain't much better.
Oh, listen to him.
I take it he must be a Giants fan.
Well, I'm sure. It's all right. It made us so mad we came back the next year and took the World Series. He says Giants all the way, huh? Gee, I think the Giants finished this year under 500. So they're not going anywhere. They're done. 80 and 82. 18 games out of first place.
Foss says the A's barely qualify as Major League. There are a lot of teams that they can say that about.
Now, the Mariners had a good year, but they were just not quite there. They were only one game out from being tied for the wild card. And finished strong. They finished 8 out of their last 10. Not bad. I didn't figure we'd make the playoffs either. Well, Buck made it over to Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of that 2014, 2015 Royals team, I think the only one that's left is Salvador Perez. Well, after those 2 seasons, everybody's contract had to be renewed. They wanted way too much money. We couldn't afford to keep them.
Yeah. That's been the story of the Pirates since '93.
When you have a good young team like that, they're usually on 1 or 2 year contracts, and all of a sudden they're wanting $2 or $3 million a year, and you hit your cap really quick.
Yep. Once rookie contracts expire, that's when your team starts to fall apart. Unless you're somebody like the Yankees or somebody with the unlimited bankroll.
You still got caps you're dealing with, don't you?
You would think that.
But yeah, it's largely your bigger teams have just a bigger farm system and just continuously bring up players. And we're a small market team here, so.
Yeah, same in Pittsburgh. And it shows they haven't been able to do shit since the early 90s. I think they made the playoffs 1 year.
No, but they were pretty dominant back in the day, though.
Uh-huh.
I still remember those 70s era Pirates.
Oh, heck,
Dave
late 80s,
Parker,
early
Willie
90s.
Sturgill, Roberto Clemente. Oh, man.
Yeah. Bill Madlock, John Cangelosi. Kent DeColvey.
I remember Tekulve. He was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Buck's asking, how many can you have on a live stream on Rumble? 9, I believe, is what the limit is. Oh, hell.
So what's your point? Sure, we're old.
Hell, Clemente died before I was born.
I remember seeing him play.
What?
Okay, I thought you said something. I think it's shift later.
What did he
No.
die in?
Huh?
Die in 71, 72?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
somewhere around there.
72, December the 31st, 1972.
I wasn't born until 74. So.
He could bat, he could run, he could throw, he did it all, man.
Yeah, I've seen old film of him playing.
He was incredible.
Yeah.
Ozzy's out there.
Around that same time is when the Steelers started putting it together finally, too.
Well, back when you had the Immaculate Deception.
That was reception. Not conception.
Don't tell Pickle that. It'd be telling us about how, he didn't catch a ball and it was tipped off the offensive guy.
Well, it was tipped off. It was the whole point. The guy the pass was intended to, it tipped off his hands and Harris picked it up off his shoe toe.
Don't think so, because if he had, that would have been an illegal catch in those days.
I watched the video. It was tipped by somebody.
Yeah, Jack Tatum.
Yeah.
It came backwards about 20 yards. I don't think the offensive guy knocked it backwards 20 yards.
Foss is still salty about what happened almost a decade ago. And none of them players are even playing anymore.
I don't want to hear about the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Let's be on the Super Bowl at the 1 yard line and throw a pass that gets intercepted.
Uh-huh.
That's a rumor, Krabby Turtle. It's never been substantiated. Officially, the refs went into the Pirates' dugout and used the phone to call up to the press box and talk to the commissioner. Now, the Raiders claim that they overheard that he was asking about security, whether or not that they could safely get out of the stadium if they called the pass incomplete. And they said, nope, there's no way. Which is probably true.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
But there's actually no clear shot showing whether or not that ball actually hit the ground.
No,
It was close.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I've
picked it up
watched
off
that.
his shoestrings, basically.
Yeah, I watched that play numerous times, and it does not. If they had replay back in, there would not be enough conclusive evidence to overturn that call.
And to be fair, Franco never really gave a straight answer when he was straight up asked, other than to say it was called a touchdown. It's really all that matters anyway.
Yeah.
I was watching that game live when that happened. But sadly, that was also the same year that the next week they had to go up against the Dolphins team that went 17-0.
Yeah.
So they got to celebrate 1 week, but it's their first playoff victory in like 100 years or something like that.
That was the first playoff victory they had since World War II, when they were joined together with the Eagles and formed the Steagles because lack of players due to the war.
But it was the start of something big because it basically led to a dynasty soon after,
Yeah, next year they won the Super Bowl.
and several more after that.
Yeah.
It got to be kind of old after a while. It's like, oh, Steelers won again? Yay.
Yeah. That was the beginning of the Steelers-Raiders rivalry in the 70s, too.
Well, to be fair, we hated the Raiders too.
I think everybody did.
Every time there'd be a Chiefs Raiders game, you could bet there'd be a huge fight on the field sometime. That's pretty bad when you don't know the Wolverine reference. Come on,
Yeah. Oh, hell. That movie came out how many years ago? Kids these days don't watch a movie that's over 10 years old.
Steve Largent. There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Uh-huh.
Jim Zorn and Steve Largent are a combination back in the day. I can still remember Efren Herrera catching a touchdown pass on Monday Night Football. You remember him? Little short kicker, place kicker that for Seattle. They were in field goal formation, and it was a fake, and he ran through the line and caught a pass afterwards.
I think one of the craziest touchdowns I've seen was I think it was on Monday night. It was a 49ers game. Steve Young caught his own pass and ran it into the end zone. It got batted. He caught it and took off running.
Yeah, Krabby didn't like the Jim Zorn mention. Yeah, the dang Seahawks cost us a playoff spot 1 year. I remember that.
Back when they were in the AFC.
Back in the Schottenheimer era, I believe.
Yeah.
Last game of the season, they come to Arrowhead and beat us last few seconds or something like that. Damn it. Montana versus Elway. Well, that's going back. Which Montana? The 49ers Montana or the Chiefs Montana?
Oh, hell, they were in the Super Bowl against each other back, what was it, 88, 87, 88?
Yeah, Elway was very much like Roger Staubach back in the day. It's like they'd be trailing up until the end of the fourth quarter and come back and win the game. Chiefs, Montana. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It didn't have him long.
No. Bet y'all beat the Steelers in the playoffs with Montana. That was a close game.
Barely.
Yeah.
And that was our first playoff win in several years when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we had for some reason back in those days, we were getting recycled 49ers quarterbacks all the
Yeah,
time.
because after him, you had Elvis Gerback.
We had Gerback, we had Bono,
Yeah.
Steve DeBerg. Yeah, Elvis. I know one thing Rumble Studio doesn't do that StreamYard does is Rumble Studio lets my screen time out.
Does what?
Lets my screen time out. I keep having to tap a button on my keyboard because my screen goes black after 10 minutes. StreamYard's got something built into it to where it overrides that, so it won't happen.
Is that a Mac thing? Because mine ain't doing that.
Oh, do you got yours set to go black after a few minutes?
No.
Well, that's probably why.
I don't even know if that's a function in Windows.
Sure it is.
On laptops, yeah, but I don't know if it does it on desktop.
Yes, it does. If you set it to.
I mean, by default, I'm saying.
Oh.
Laptops, I know
Probably
it does
not
it by
on
default.
a desktop, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. DeBerg playing with broken fingers. Yeah, he did.
Honey, dinner will be ready as soon as the rice is heated.
Okay.
Hey, dinner will be ready as soon as the rice is heated.
We're going to do tacos tonight. We have to go get some groceries yet.
Okay. Thank you for telling the world.
I don't care.
Hi, Amy.
Gary says hi.
Hi. And I'm going to cough without you getting in my mouth. Go in your show. Go.
She's talking to the dog.
You been up here bucking him yet?
Yeah, she was on camera. She had to get her 15 minutes of fame. Yeah, I guess might as well shut this down. We've been going for almost an hour and 20 minutes now. So.
I suppose. You're not going to do a giveaway?
No. Got to find a giveaway tool that works with this for if we ever hit 500 subs.
Just give everybody something. Participation trophy.
Krabby says hi.
So does Pickle.
Yeah, so did Pickle, but you don't know Pickle. Yeah. I think it went well.
Yeah, I'd say you got a good test.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
I mean,
we will use this going forward.
Yes. Just have to find a giveaway tool to use with it.
That's true.
So, Anyway, thanks everybody for jumping in and watching this little test stream. Found a couple of features that we like and something that needs improvement. I mean, we could use an internal chat for one thing.
That's true.
Guess we'd have
Oh.
to.
Bracket. Yeah. We didn't do the bracket.
I never was planning on doing a bracket. This was just a spur of the moment thing to test see how this worked.
Oh, I thought it was required that live chats have brackets.
I don't know. Foss thinks so.
He just has trouble keeping his in working order. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. MKJO, aka Krabby out there again playing with the icons or the emojis over there on Rumble.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they show up on the little thing there on screen too. So
Oh, wow,
everybody on
yeah.
YouTube can see them.
Oh, that weird cat.
Yeah. I still got the YouTube chat going too. Got the video going. But yeah, that does show up on YouTube where you can see what the emojis are on Rumble. So that's cool.
Very cool.
So, anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for jumping on, Gary.
You bet. Thanks for having me. Bye, everybody.
Bye, folks.